Yo, it's good. It's the kid, Posey King, aka Corey King. So, yo, a lot of things happen in sports. I mean, I want to jump into that real quick, you know. Um, so first thing we want to talk about real quick is this Orlando Usage fight against Daniel Du Bois last night. Clearly, clearly was not a low blow. It wasn't. It couldn't have been a low blow. I'd seen this replay over and over. During the fight, they showed the replay 2 or 3 times. It wasn't a low blow. He got hit with a body shot that put him down. Now, the theatrics and the acting and even the referee, I was disappointed in the ref because the referee, Usage said himself, I'm ready. The referee kept on insisting on him taking it. That looked suspect to me. Did the ref see that it wasn't a low blow and gave him time to recover? Because that's kind of what it's looking like to me. Yo, I know things look different in real time. I understand that. But even when I was watching, I didn't think it was a low blow. In real time. I didn't think it was a low blow. I thought he got put down. Then when I seen the ref saying, hold on, it's a low, I said, oh shit. What happened? Then they said low blow, and I'm like, oh, and then hearing Tim Bradley in the background over there on knee pads, oh, and then next thing you know, he had to renege. Why? Because when he saw the replay, what happened? Now, like I said, I don't know. It's real time for different people, okay. But for me, I was not. I'm like, I thought it was a regular knockdown. I didn't see anything that made it seem like that it was a low blow. I didn't. So, it's just, I don't know what happened last night. Matter of fact, yesterday afternoon, I'm not even going to say I don't know what happened. I do know what happened. Daniel Du Bois was cheated out of winning the titles last night. And I don't use those words. Like, I mean, I don't just throw those words around. Like, I really, 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 really have to see robbery. Shit. The man who was commentating last night, he was in a highway robbery when they gifted him the first title match. I mean, when he beat Pacquiao the first time, beat Pacquiao. Tim Bradley did not beat Manny Pacquiao that first fight. Manny Pacquiao was robbed. Manny Pacquiao was robbed against Jeff Horn too. That's robbery. Whitaker against Julio Cesar Chavez. Robbery. These are robberies. Last night was another one. Du Bois beat that man. If the ref had to count to 10, Usage wouldn't have got up. He couldn't get up. He was in excruciating pain. You can see it. Now, for me, let's be clear. For me, it's up here. He got hit here. Okay? Not in his lower extremities at all. Not at all. Not one, like, I don't know, politics is very, very prevalent in boxing. I love boxing. I'm a big boxing fan. I love boxing. I've been watching boxing since I was a little boy. They always watched boxing. I remember, being a kid going to my uncle to watch boxing. Like, it's a long history of me watching boxing. I done seen a lot of big fights. I done seen a lot of unknown fighters fight and they, like, I done seen boxing for a long time. 38 years old, I done seen boxing for a long time, and I love it. It's one mano a mano. It's just one-on-one. That's it. You can't blame the referee, you can't blame the quarterback that threw a bad pass, or he didn't block for me, or I had 30 but the rest of the team was at, like, those things ain't out. You can't use that. That's only a few sports. Golf, boxing, tennis, certain sports. It's just you. But the politics in and behind boxing is what is making boxing bad. Listen, I'm not the biggest fan of the UFC. No, I'm not going to sit here and act like I watch all fucking UFC matches. No, I don't. Am I familiar with some of the guys on the UFC? Of course. Okay? But at the same time, you know what? You know why boxing fans are slipping away to UFC? There's not too much politics going on. The best guys is fighting the best guys over there. They can't avoid them. How? They in the same fucking thing. Now, if you're in a whole different mixed martial arts league, understandable. But if you're in UFC and you're a big name, Dana White's making it happen. Them dudes is fighting each other. He's making it happen. And sometimes he's making it happen 2-3 times. You getting trilogies and everything out of this. So we gotta be clear. The politics of boxing is what's killing boxing. And last night, it's crazy because I'm talking about a boxer that I like. It's not like he's somebody that I think is ass. No, he's not ass at all. The guy's a talented boxer. Talented. Okay? So that's not the case. But the fact of the matter is, he was gifted last night. And I don't know if the gift was due to bad refereeing or to the politics of boxing to keep Usyk the champ. I don't know. I really don't know, because that's how deep boxing is. Maybe they want to keep him as the champ to make something happen and something else. I don't know. I don't know, because I know that I've seen it before. I've seen where they gifted boxing belts just so that they can be champs still. I done seen it. Shit, they just gifted Rolly Romero. Like, what are we talking about? I done seen boxers get gifts out. I done seen it. So was that a gift that Mr. Usyk got last night? Was it a gift by the politics of boxing? Or was it bad refereeing? Either way, it sucks. Because right now, Mr. Du Bois should be the 3-belt champion right now. He should. And of course, there's going to be people out there who disagree with me, of course. And I'm not mad at you for that. That's on you. You want to disagree? Fine. That's what opinions is about. Everyone should have their own opinion. But I think for the masses, most will agree. When you watch what happened, that was not, clearly, was not a low blow. Well, let's switch gears. I'm not going to keep beating the drum about that. Boxing needs to figure that out. Let's talk about my 49ers. So this one right here, of course, is going to be a little bit passionate and, hardcore, because this is my team. But somebody there needs to be a fire. And I'm not an advocate of people losing their jobs. I know people got to take care of their families and things of that nature, magnitude, and all that, of course, because I work myself, I got to take care of my family. But when you make a blunder, like the way we blundered Trey Lance, somebody has to, there needs to be disciplinary actions. Point blank period. And due to the fact that you listen, yo, we traded up from the 12th pick to the 3rd pick. You know how many picks we gave up to make that happen? Do you know? What are we really talking about here? We gave up so much right here just to get to the 3rd pick. And then 3 years in, we trade him away and we get a 4th round pick? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Like, yo, it's like we quit. We drafted somebody I don't know. I'm not in the organization. Like I said, I'm just a fan of the team. That's my team. But from the outside looking in, it just looked like we just drafted somebody. We drafted someone. We believed in them, and then we stopped believing in them and just said fuck them. Excuse my language, but that's what happened. That's exactly what happened. Because there's no way you can tell me we trade all those picks to move up to that 3rd pick, and then we trade him away and get a 4th round pick, and that's what we get. And we gave up multiple picks. Like, this doesn't make sense. The kid comes in, he gets drafted. Okay, we have Jimmy G. He sits behind Jimmy G. Okay, no problem. Then he's the starter last year. He gets hurt. Jimmy G plays. Jimmy G gets hurt. Brock Purdy goes on a magical run. Great. Now let's be clear. Do I believe that Brock Purdy was the best quarterback that played for us last season? Yes. It just looked like the team, to me, it just looked like the team looked better at him with him at the helm. I don't know if it was the belief or what, I don't know. But what I seen last year was we looked better with Purdy. But also we have to also be fair to Lance. He only played a game in like what? 1 game and a quarter? So it wasn't enough sample size. And I just feel like if we spent so many picks on a player, why are we so determined not to give him a chance to show what he can do? He did not have a fair chance in this quarterback battle he was in. I'm going to say it. I know they're not going to say it. Nobody's going to let that out. And I hope something does come out of that magnitude that says that was going on. Because you know why? When you have Brock Purdy, they said Brock Purdy was going to be the starting quarterback last year when he got hurt. They said that. They were adamant the whole time since Purdy was hurt that Purdy has, when he's healthy, he has the starting position. That is what they said. And honestly, I want to know is, are they rushing Purdy back? Are they rushing? Just so Trey Lance didn't get shot. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just a fan. I'm not in the organization. I'm just talking from a fan's perspective of the 49ers. Because I'm a fan of the 49ers. That's my team. I fuck with the 49ers. Okay? But I gotta call it like I see it, and we did some dumb shit. We wasted so many picks. We wasted this young man's time shattered his confidence, and then said, "Hey, we're going to throw you away for a 4th round pick, and toodles to you." Now, nobody's saying this, and I'm going to say this. Trey Lance never had a chance from the beginning. He didn't. They wanted Brock, and that's what they was going to, no matter what, they was going to just stick with Brock. That's how it looked. Brock's cheaper as well. Let's not forget about that. He was the last pick of the draft. You went and got Sam Darnold. Then there's a third guy, I forgot his name, I can't do last name, I believe is Allen, I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. I'm really doing this off the top of the dome with no notes. Just freelancing right now. But Lance never had a chance. I feel like they saw what they had, and they just was like, "Yo, this is what we're gonna do. We're just running with this." Listen, what Purdy did last year, yes, it was great for us. But do we realize that there's going to be a bigger sample size, that they have video of him? It's not just now. It's not just a surprise. It's an expectation. This is not going to be. It's not going to be. Oh my God! It's Mr. Irrelevant. Now it's going to be pressure on him to perform like he did last year. Like it's. I don't care what anybody says. Okay. When you're a quarterback in the NFL, right, and you just come on and burst on the scene, do your thing, then hey, look, Matt Castle. And I'm not trying to throw people under the bus. That's not what I'm trying to do here. Matt Castle had a spark when he started, and we all know what happened with that. Okay, I'm just of the mindset of why not let Trey get a shot? If we're so sold on Purdy, and you know Purdy is the man, why don't we give Trey a real opportunity to play? Not a fake one, a real one. I don't know what Brock can do for us again. Like, I don't, like, if this works, I will shut up. If we go out there and win a Super Bowl this season, I will shut up. But now, forever, these two quarterbacks will be linked. For me, because now I'm going to be always watching who's doing what. Well, of course, he's going to the Cowboys and he's going to be a backup. It's going to, so it's different. He's going to be sitting right now. He's playing behind that, and that's suspect for Cowboys to go out there and get him while they had. But we ain't even going to get into that. To me, that's we are a little bit. I feel like they might be trying to look for a replacement for that already. Like, because Trey Lance is what, 24, 23? He's young. He's not old. He's young. 24, the most. All right. So, all I'm saying is, we thought that Purdy and Sam Darnold was better than Trey Lance. Yeah. Sam Darnold, same damn Sam Darnold who was at New York Jets. Now, granted, he didn't have no line. Excuse me. Granted, he didn't have a line. He didn't. They ain't had much in New Jersey, for the Jets. But still lackluster performances. Went to Carolina. They gave him an opportunity. He came to Carolina. He started. Carolina went out and still drafted a quarterback. So now you mean to tell me that Sam Darnold is good enough, that good, that all of a sudden we're going to drop this kid that we spent numerous draft picks on. Numerous. And we're just going to give them away for a 4th round pick. And not even give them a fair shot to develop. Somebody has to be fired. Point blank, period. Yo, now if this is something that we did behind closed doors, okay. But the whole media, everybody, the whole world watched this play out. Louis Riddick on ESPN. Shout out to Louis Riddick because he kept it real. I'm not sure if you guys follow ESPN, but Louis Riddick was along the lines of the same thing I'm saying. This is embarrassing. Like that, this is an embarrassment to the organization. How in the world we let something like this happen in front of the world? All I'm gonna say is I'm still riding with my team. Still the 49ers. Still, I'm still gonna, Well, one thing's for sure, two things for certain. The microscope is going to be on Brock Purdy. That's just for me. I'm not speaking for all 49ers fans. I'm speaking just for me. Excuse me. He better come out here and do his thing. Because what we gonna have if say he come out here this season and doesn't do his thing. See, I'm along those type of lines. I like to. Sometimes you got to play devil's advocate. You can't just be like, oh yeah, no. What if because sophomore slumps is real. We done seen quarterbacks come and do good, and then when it's really their time to shine or their second season, we done seen it. There's a reason why they call it a sophomore slumps. We've seen quarterbacks in the recent future. Come on, are we serious? There's a reason why they call it the sophomore slump. All I'm saying is, it just better work. Because I can't take pie on the face twice. We took pie on the face because we just blundered this whole kid's career just now. Okay? You set us back with draft picks. And we have no draft picks, really. This year, in the draft, we didn't even get a draft pick to the second round. We ain't get no first round draft pick. Why? Because we spent it on trying to get Trey Lance. Not trying, on getting Trey Lance. That shows that there's discord in the organization. Point blank, period. There's some type of discord in the organization. In order for you to spend all these draft picks on a player that you could let go of within 3 years and never gave him a chance to play. That's weird. It's weird. He never even got an opportunity. So I'm rooting for him. I'm always going to root for him. I just think that we did him. I have to say we because it's my team. We did him an injustice. And that's horrible. Horrible. No player should be handled in that manner. I don't care, not even if it's any. No player should be handled that way. I don't care what team, what quarterback, what position, nothing. A player should not be handled in that magnitude. We basically wasted his time, and not to mention our time and money and fucking picks. It's a lose-lose situation. and then all we got in return was a 4th round draft pick from the Cowboys. 1 + 1 is 2, not 8. And that right there didn't add up. Okay. So we're just in the weirdest place in sports right now, man. Weirdest place. Definitely weirdest place. I gotta watch this Jared Anderson fight. I didn't watch it yet. I don't even know the results. I'm not gonna lie to you, so I can't give you an analysis on that. I really can't. Shout out to Jonathan Taylor because Colts was trying to do him dirty. You know, I'm not with this whole devaluing the running back position. It's disgusting. That's another thing that's disgusting that's going on in the NFL right now too. Like, you mean to tell me the guy who he's okay, if the running back, when he runs the ball, every time he runs the ball, he's getting contact. Every time. He's a running back. When he's not handed off, the ball's not handed off to him, he has to block. Big guys coming at him at full speed, he got to meet up with them and block them. Then you'll require them to catch out the backfield. Now that's another requirement. You know, I'm not saying it's a bad one, but you know, when you got running backs like Roger Craig and Nathaniel Thomas and Archie Walsh and guys like that who help revolutionize what running backs should do out of the backfield. I'm not mad at them. But this is what I'm saying. You have to pay them accordingly. These dudes are required to know just as much information as the quarterback damn near. Now, of course, the quarterback got to know most of the information. But the running back got to know, too, because he got to block. For blocking schemes, draw plays. Or he has to know what formation, what's doing this, where they got to pick up the block, where the block coming from. He's like a linebacker. He's a added offensive lineman at times when needs to be. He has to block. He has to run the ball. You're going through the middle. You're going to bounce it to the outside. You're doing so many things. And they don't want to pay him. It's no way that Jonathan Taylor should be struggling to get a contract with his team. There's no way Saquon Barkley should be struggling to get a contract with his team. There's no way Josh Jacobs is struggling to get a contract with his team. Austin Eckler. All these running backs that I'm naming, they're not ass. They're not. Now, I could see if you want to say, oh, okay, well, we got a running back, he's ass. We not. Dalvin Cook was just out here struggling to be signed. All these dudes that show elite have been putting in work. Dalvin Cook has been a 1,000-yard rusher damn near every year in his whole career in the NFL. Why is he struggling to get a contract? Saquon Barkley showed his difference making. Daniel Jones looked pedestrian when Saquon Barkley's not out there performing at a high level. Saquon came back healthy last year. Look at how the Giants performed. But Daniel Jones get a contract, but Saquon struggles to get a 1-year contract for $11 million. Josh Jacobs ran for 1,500 yards last year. While that turmoil was going over there in Oakland, well, Las Vegas, shall I say, he was still consistent. Shout out Derek Carr. Off topic real quick. I don't like how they did you over there with the Raiders. That's another story for another day. But shout out Derek Carr. I don't like how they did you. it was. We're not gonna get into that. Shout out Derek Carr. That's all I'm gonna say. But Josh Jacobs was consistent over 1,500. Jonathan Taylor killed for the Colts. Lead rusher last year, the year before. Got hurt last year, but still put up like 800 and something rush yards. Only reason why y'all was relevant in the offensive game was because of it. Because the last couple of years, quarterback wise, y'all was ass. Phillip Rivers, I love you, Phillip, but your best years was in San Diego. Matt Ryan, they had Matt Ryan over there. Matt Ryan, your best days was with Atlanta. Actually, your best days was after that Super Bowl, or during that Super Bowl, and y'all went to the Super Bowl and y'all lost, and you was never the same after that. I'm just being honest. I'm just speaking the truth. My truth. I can't say people have different truths sometimes. Okay. The running back position needs to get what they deserve. This should not be going on. This shit. Like I said, if I'm an elite running back, I should get paid elite money. Because soon, what? Quarterback's going to be getting what? $70 million guaranteed? A season? Or did they already pass that? Because the quarterbacks right now is getting out astronomical numbers. Now, don't get me wrong. Is that the most important position? Yeah. Because you can have an ass team, and the quarterback can sometimes lift that team. We done seen it. I done seen it. I done seen it with Aaron Rodgers, where he had no run game, no line. They shouldn't have been playing against the Seahawks in that NFC Championship. And they would have won that. But what happened? Something that was out of his control. The guy jumped up. He shouldn't even have touched the ball. What happened? Seahawks recovered the onside kick. And I think A-Rod was hurt. We're not going to get into all of that. Yes, they're the premier position, but you have to help pay their help. A lot of these dudes would not be successful if they didn't have the run game. A lot of quarterbacks are not successful because they don't have a run game and they're asked to do so much. This is why I keep bringing up Daniel Jones. We're going to talk about the Giants right now because they have a running back within this devaluing of the running backs. We have a running back right now who's on that team. Daniel Jones needs a running back, needs a run game. And some will say, oh, you can get any running back. Not to do with Saquon. You can't. You're not. Once Saquon is healthy, he's explosive, and we've seen that. The only reason people are talking, it's because he had a down season due to injuries. Okay? But when healthy, what does he provide? Explosiveness. The Giants' offense look totally different when he's there. It's just a different vibe. Because they don't have no receivers. So, no slight to the receiving core in the Giants. I'm sorry, but I'm just saying, let's be real. Be real. There's no Devontae Adams over there. There's no B-Hop. No D-Hop over there. Excuse me. There's no Calvin Ridley over there. All right, we gotta think. We gotta be real. Listen to what I'm saying. They have the Bengals. Any one of the Bengals wide receivers can go to the Giants right now and be the number one receiver. And I'm not slighting the Bengals receivers by saying that. I'm just saying that's how good all three of them are. That right now, all three Bengals receivers, Higgins, Chase and I forgot. I'm sorry, bear with me. Is it Boykins? I don't know, but listen, man. Cincinnati got 3 wide receivers that can go to the Giants right now, and all 3 of them could be the number 1 wide receiver right now. That's how Giants receiving core is. So it's him and Saquon. So you're not gonna pay. You give his best help, his best option to win. $11 million. Just pay him, yo. I don't get it. What are we really talking about? Pay him. Austin Eckler. He has been consistently good. He's dynamic. Undersized? Yes, maybe. But guess what? You can't tell because he plays big. When people was going down left and right last year hurt for the Chargers, who was there consistently killing and kicking ass? Austin Eckler. Why are these dudes not getting paid? Why? And Josh Jacobs, he's been killing, and he hit a pinnacle last season. Why is he struggling to get paid? Why? It's not Jonathan Taylor should not be struggling to get paid. These guys should not be struggling to get paid. It's crazy. Especially when they're outweighed 10 times outperformed. Now, I can see if they're playing mediocre. Okay, but if I'm outperforming my contract and I'm setting records and I'm doing all this, and like, are you serious? How much revenue y'all make a year off TV, off merchandise, apparel, tickets, bids that y'all, everything that y'all do, y'all make money. Like, what are we talking about? I don't know. It's getting spooky out here. Soon there ain't gonna be no, how the NFL coming, there ain't gonna be no running backs. There won't be no need. That's how they looking at it. Because if I'm the running back, I might as well transition to be a linebacker or something else. You might as well don't even be a running back no more. They're not gonna pay. They're gonna try to shit on you. They're rarely even drafting running backs in the first round anymore. They like, fuck that. We could wait the second, third, fourth round and get a good money back, pay him low money, and then fucking by the time he gets good, we still just pay him low money, and then fuck him by the time he's 30. That's what's going on. You know, it is what it is, man. Like at this point, I'm not in the NFL. I'm not in any organization. I'm just a fan speaking from the heart, and it's sad. That's all. NFL needs to do better in that aspect to me. You know, but yeah. I'm gonna wrap things up today. That's all I got for y'all today. Just a quick, you know. These are just actually test runs. This test run right here is I'm doing actual video with the audio. So that's what's different about this. I'm just trying to test things out, see how things going. You know, get it popping a little bit. See how we can maneuver. Check me out, man. Corey King, man. Cozy King, man. Check me out on YouTube, Instagram, King Corey 483. I mean, that's Twitter, King Corey 483 on Twitter. Hit me up, man. You got topics or anything y'all want me to talk about, hit me up on there. Get with me, y'all. Y'all be good out there, man.